Inside your digestive system lives a community of 38 trillion microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and viruses, collectively known as the gut microbiome. This community weighs about 2 kilograms, outnumbers your own cells, and influences almost every aspect of your health in ways scientists are only beginning to fully understand. Your gut health affects your digestion, obviously, but also your immune system, your mental health, your inflammatory levels, your risk of type 2 diabetes, your weight, your cardiovascular health, and even your cognitive function. There is a direct communication highway between your gut and your brain, called the gut-brain axis, that influences mood, anxiety, and memory. And here's the thing. The microbiome changes significantly with age, and not always for the better. Understanding what happens and what you can do about it is one of the most actionable things you can do for your health after 60. A healthy microbiome is a diverse microbiome. The wider the range of bacterial species present, the more resilient and functional it tends to be. With age, this diversity typically decreases. Beneficial bacteria like Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus, the ones most associated with digestive health and immune regulation, tend to decline. Meanwhile, potentially harmful species can increase. Several factors drive this shift in older adults. Changes in diet and appetite, reduced physical activity, more frequent use of antibiotics and other medications, and age-related changes in gut motility and digestive secretions. The result: higher rates of constipation, bloating, and digestive discomfort, a less well-regulated immune system, higher levels of systemic inflammation, and emerging evidence of connections to depression and cognitive decline. The good news is that the microbiome is highly responsive to lifestyle, particularly diet. Changes can begin appearing within days of dietary shifts. Beneficial gut bacteria thrive on dietary fiber, specifically probiotic fiber, which is the type found in plant foods. Think of probiotics as food for your microbiome. Aim for diversity. Eating a wide variety of plant foods is the single most evidence-based strategy for maintaining microbiome diversity. Researchers found that people who eat 30 or more different plant foods per week have significantly more diverse microbiomes than those eating fewer than 10. This doesn't mean large quantities. A small amount of each variety still counts. Herbs, spices, nuts, and seeds all count as plant foods. Eat plenty of fiber. Most older adults don't get enough dietary fiber. The target is 25 to 38 grams per day. Best sources: legumes, lentils, beans, chickpeas, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Specific probiotic foods include Jerusalem artichokes, garlic, onions, leeks, bananas, especially slightly underripe, asparagus, and oats. These contain specific fiber types that selectively feed beneficial bacteria. Fermented foods contain live cultures of bacteria, probiotics, that can contribute to microbiome diversity when consumed regularly. Yogurt with live cultures is the most familiar. Choose plain, full-fat yogurt and check the label for live and active cultures. Kefir is a fermented milk drink with a significantly wider range of probiotic strains than yogurt. Studies show it is particularly effective for improving lactose tolerance and immune function in older adults. Sauerkraut and kimchi are fermented vegetables with diverse probiotic content. Buy refrigerated versions. Shelf-stable jarred versions are pasteurized and contain no live cultures. Kombucha is fermented tea with a range of beneficial compounds. Look for low-sugar versions. Miso and tempeh are fermented soy products with probiotic and nutritional benefits. Miso soup is a simple addition to the diet. Regular consumption of a variety of fermented foods is more beneficial than high quantities of any one type. Probiotic supplements are widely sold, but the evidence is more nuanced than marketing suggests. Here's what the research actually shows. Benefits are strain and condition specific. Probiotics are not interchangeable. A strain that is effective for antibiotic-associated diarrhea may have no effect on constipation. The most studied and consistently effective strains include Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidobacterium longum, Lactobacillus rhamnosus GG, and Saccharomyces boulardii. For antibiotic use, taking a probiotic during and for 2 weeks after a course of antibiotics significantly reduces the risk of antibiotic-associated diarrhea and helps restore the microbiome. Lactobacillus rhamnosus GG and Saccharomyces boulardii have the strongest evidence here. For constipation, Bifidobacterium longum and B. Lactase have good evidence for improving stool frequency and consistency in older adults. For general gut health, a broad-spectrum multi-strain probiotic containing both lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species is a reasonable starting point. Look for products with colony-forming unit counts of at least 1 billion and a clear expiry date. Probiotic viability degrades over time. Several common factors significantly damage gut microbiome diversity and should be minimized where possible. Antibiotics are the most powerful disruptors. They are sometimes medically necessary, but should not be taken unless truly required. When they are necessary, support your microbiome with probiotics and extra fiber before, during, and after. Ultra-processed food, excess sugar, and low-fiber diets starve beneficial bacteria and feed harmful species. This is the single most controllable factor in daily gut health. Chronic stress directly alters the microbiome through the gut-brain axis. Stress management is a genuine gut health strategy. Certain medications, including proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, can disrupt gut lining integrity and microbiome composition with long-term use. Discuss minimizing dose and duration with your doctor. Poor sleep. As with inflammation, poor sleep and gut dysbiosis are bidirectional, each worsens the other. Your gut microbiome is one of the most responsive aspects of your biology. It responds to your food choices, your sleep, your stress levels, and your movement, and changes can begin happening within days. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated protocols. Eat more plants, as many different kinds as you can. Add fermented foods regularly. Protect your sleep. Manage stress. These habits together support a microbiome that supports you. As always, if you have specific digestive health conditions, please work with your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized guidance. See you in the next video.